Happy New Year.
Happy
First
New
day
Year.
back.
2024.
Yeah.
Wow. That feels weird to say.
That's really weird to say.
Yeah. Well, here we are. Gin and Topics.
Gin and Topics.
Where are we? A new setting.
New episode, new setting. We like to change it up every time.
We really do.
We are in my new house.
Flex. Go on. Flex on him.
Yes, I got a house last year.
Congrats.
And so we're filming in the new house today. And the next episode, we don't know where it will be.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery to us, and it's a mystery to you.
Oh my gosh, that's fun. We could be anywhere.
That's
could be
the
in your
hook,
house.
honestly.
Yeah. Hit us up if you want us to record at your house.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Clear out a space.
Yeah. Have some lighting, preferably.
We'll make you a drink.
True. Wait, that's true. Let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right. What are we doing today?
What are we doing? We are wintering. We are wintering today, and we are talking about the concept of wintering.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did we get to this topic?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you talked about the book Wintering, which, FYI, This is not going to be like a book review.
No.
This is just our thoughts.
This is our thought. We are not conveyors of information.
Yeah,
We're just kind of, we like to talk and chat about certain topics. Okay, Gin and Topics.
Exactly.
And wintering is one of those topics.
Exactly. So there's a book called Wintering by Catherine May. And yeah, just kind of talking about what we got from it. We obviously live in the Midwest where it's cold. I don't love winter. Typically haven't. I'm changing that story.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Okay.
Not really.
Well, something to talk about. I need to know your thoughts.
There it is. So yeah, thoughts on the book Wintering and what we've taken from it, and I guess how we want to approach this winter.
Yeah.
That's kind of what today's going to be about. Featuring
First Snow.
Okay.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Featuring
we're warming up.
We are, yeah. We gotta brush off the cobwebs. No, featuring this drink. Is that how we do it usually?
Yeah, I think that's how we do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Lauren, tell us about our drink.
All right, we got a long backstory about this drink.
Yeah.
So
let's start from the beginning.
From the beginning?
Yeah, I think so.
30 minutes later. All right. So the past 2 months, I've just been having like really bad gut issues. I don't know if I got a stomach bug or food poisoning, but I got like one day, had takeout, didn't go well, food didn't stay down, and since then I've just been having really bad gut issues. So I did everything looking into gut health and like trying to get back to normal. And a lot of solutions talk about like magnesium, just eating whole, eating clean, low FODMAP, all that stuff. Anywho, though, supplement wise, this is actually magnesium and electrolytes. I don't think it matters, but it's from this company called Moon Juice, which is really cool. They do a lot of like adaptogens, sleep supplements, but this one is magnesium with their Mini Dew, which is an electrolyte.
Oh my god, Mini Dew.
Right? It's such a great name.
That
and their
is
magnesium is
beautiful.
called magnesium. Like
wow, meditative.
Om.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
we're about to be very zen.
We're going to be so zen. This also has L-theanine in it, which is a very calming, like, it's not like drugs, but it's like a very calming, I don't know what you call L-theanine supplement. I don't know.
Is it an amino acid? Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
L-theanine.
Could it be?
Yeah. It's natural, everyone.
It's something, for sure.
Yeah. We're on the good stuff. And then aloe vera juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So super simple.
Yeah. Mocktail. Mocktail number 2.
Mocktail number 2. Wait, yeah, because alcohol and gut issues do not
They don't
align.
mix. And it is dry January. So in honor of, I did have a glass of wine yesterday, but you know, it's just better to cut
January.
back. Dry-ish.
Yeah.
2024. Yeah. Healthy gut.
Yeah. So Arthi geniusly named this drink First Snow because it's the first snow today.
Yes, it snowed for the first time.
Look at this color.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We were gonna go White Russian.
I know.
And I'm really glad that we pivoted because
Same.
I don't know how, non-dairy creamer can be hit or miss.
True.
Especially mixed with alcohol.
Yeah. Ooh, good point.
So this is really gonna soothe us.
All right. Can't
Cheers.
wait. Here's to first snow.
First snow. That's great. Oh, there we go again.
ASMR. We have to. Whoa.
I don't know if I love doing that.
Yeah.
But
it's okay.
That's so good. It's kind of like...
That's really good.
It's kind of like blue Gatorade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like down to the electrolytes. It's giving blue Gatorade. But it's like elevated. This is elevated like blue Gatorade.
The Gatorade recipe. Like we hacked it.
We made it. We made Gatorade.
It's so good.
It's really good.
But like it doesn't have the artificial sugars and trash of Gatorade.
I used to not like blue was not a flavor I liked. It's like the best flavor. I know everybody likes blue raspberry. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm. Or the light blue that they had. It was like
like ice something. Yeah, mountain ice.
That was good.
Something like that. We were a Gatorade family.
This is mountain ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got like a little salt in it.
Yeah.
Because of the electrolytes.
I love the saltiness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's healing me. I'm gonna sleep so well with the magnesium in there.
Are you chill?
I feel chill. Really chill.
Yeah. Wow.
And I feel like it's like kind of warm in here, so like the icy drink is...
I wish I could like...
I'm leveling out.
Yeah. I wish I could just like tell the audience how refreshing this is. And
yeah. Please make it.
Please.
Well, okay. Well, walk us through. How do we make first snow?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For the listeners at home.
Hello. First snow. We're talking about how good this drink is. We're like, figure it out.
Sorry.
Hack Gatorade.
Buy some blue Gatorade, I guess.
No, yeah, okay. So this is aloe vera juice. It's like a shot glass. So I think 3 ounces. Mm-hmm. 3 ounces aloe vera juice. 1 teaspoon of magnesium from moon juice. And 1 teaspoon of mini dew from moon juice. And this is the blue magnesium. I think there's 2 flavors.
Yeah.
And some water.
Water to top it off.
And that's it.
It's so great. Oh, we forgot to add lemon, but I feel like a squeeze of lemon would be great in here too.
Squeeze of lemon. The aloe vera does have a little bit of lemon.
That acidity. Oh yeah, I did see. Yeah.
Right?
That's the ingredient on there.
So we got it.
Check.
Secured.
Okay.
Shout out to Moon Juice, I guess.
Shout out.
Sponsor us. More adaptations.
I might buy this powder. I'm not even like a big monk fruit fan.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I don't like it, but I'm really liking this drink. No, I think it's good for you. Okay. I just don't like the flavor of it.
Oh, that's fair.
I think because it's like cooling.
Like stevia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
But I think like the salt kind of cancels it out, and it just like, all in all, love that drink. I'd pay $13 for that.
Okay, I was like, for the actual powder?
No, for... Is it
spending more than that?
Uh-oh.
Actually, if you pair the two, why am I like, this is a Moon Juice sponsorship?
Okay, yeah. Let's hear it.
I think it's like $40 maybe. But there's 30 servings. And if you pair the two, I think it's...
Okay,
no, you get a little more than that, actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Use my code. GMT.
I'm just going to come over and have...
Just come over.
and have some moon juice, I think.
Have some first snow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Please try this at home. It's delicious. If you know me, come over. I'll make you some first snow.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
That was our drink to bring us in. Bring us into wintering.
In winter.
All
right. Arthi, what did you think about wintering?
I thought it was good. Yeah. Alex actually got me the book. Mm-hmm. And I didn't read it. He got it for me like last year in March or something. Uh-huh. And I was like, this seems cool, but I'm not the biggest self-help book person. I like self-help, but it has to be kind of like a specific. And I don't like when they take too long to get to a point. I'll read fiction all day long, but if you're marketing, this is a self-help book, I don't want to read 300 pages.
That's fair. I didn't even know this was marketed as a self-help book. I guess I should have known by the title. It's like wintering and
Something, yeah.
Yeah, something, I guess, self-helpy, like how to get through the hard times.
Hard times, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, but I liked it. I didn't finish it. Okay. I got about halfway through. And again, not a book report.
Yeah.
We're just talking about our feelings.
Yep.
On winter. But I liked what I read. And I think when I got to the halfway point and I was like, this is good. But I'm reading a lot of the same thing. And I feel like, I don't know. I liked the way that she wrote. Like, I feel like she's very poetic and it can be like flowery, and she writes a lot of like descriptions about nature and how that should parallel how we should live, or how it should inform how we live, especially around winter and seasons of like slowness and rest. But yeah, overall, I'm glad I read it. I feel like I took a lot from the book, and I at least was like pointed towards different ideas that I should explore. And so overall I would recommend, but maybe try the audiobook, which I think you did.
I did do the audiobook.
Okay. What did you think?
I have not usually, audiobooks are new for me. Okay. And I've gotten into them more. Like, I'll just throw it on when working out. So I did that with this book. It's kind of an interesting book to listen to when you're like really working out, but it was kind of relaxing, right? Like what you said, the way that she writes, again, not a book review, but it was very relaxing, and it's also challenging in the sense of slowing down. And I think that's a fun juxtaposition of like working out really hard and pushing yourself and then slowing down, and then you kind of become more in tune with your body. So that's what I experienced while listening, at least. But lots of takeaways, because I typically hate winter, and that can affect my mood. And I think this book touches on that a lot, and about like slowing down and dealing with the season and really leaning into the seasons.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's funny, because I typically am like, the seasons. Besides fall and spring. I love fall and spring.
Yeah.
When people are like, oh, I couldn't live in California because I miss the seasons. And I'm like, well, that's silly.
You get all the good ones.
Yeah, like, why? But there's something to it of like slowing down and really like the first snow today, like really looking and appreciating and like being really calm and just knowing like I'm not gonna go out and like go for a run. I'm just gonna sit inside.
On a walk for like an hour and a half.
True. Okay, hold on.
I'm jumping.
Let me finish.
I'm jumping forward. Sorry.
Yeah. Sneak peek. No, but like instead of like, I'm gonna attack the day today, it's like let's slow down. Like even the roads, you have to drive slow. Like,
yeah.
I loved this book for its like parallels to nature and how we should kind of mimic nature. If you look outside, like the leaves have fallen, things look dead, and it's like it is gearing up to be its best self, when the season comes. And this season is really to just like retreat. And that was my main takeaway.
I love that.
Podcast done.
Okay. No, check. We did it. Well, I wanted to ask you. So you said you were changing your narrative about winter. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that?
Still figuring it out.
Work in progress.
Yeah. Typically, I'm just like grumpy during winter. I'm sad, which I think we need to acknowledge that it is okay to be sad and to feel all of the emotions, especially during winter, right? Yeah. Like, I feel like we think, oh, you shouldn't be sad, like, to avoid that emotion. But I do think winter is a time to really lean in and reflect and be really reflective, and to experience this emotion that maybe isn't as experienced in the summer, depending on who you are, right? But yeah, summer is always like happy hype,
right?
Fall is you're kind of getting into the sad girl fall, right? Like a little more chill, but it's still like warm and cozy. And winter is really just like warm. It's kind of like, this retreat, right? And maybe you're sad and you're working through things and it's slow and you're enjoying the little things, and it's not like high dopamine, right? It's just baseline. So I think this winter, I'm like, I want to go outside and not be like, oh, I have to go outside. Just like go outside and tell yourself, yes, it is cold, right?
Yeah.
Like just you know, but I can walk outside and experience that, and I get to live and go outside and feel, right? Like the ability to feel, the ability to like lean into my emotions, and maybe I'll get into winter sports, right? Like I kind of want to go skiing. And
I ski. And I used to cross-country ski with my family when I was a kid.
Let's go skiing. Come on now.
I'm down. I think I have my cross-country skis at home.
Do
so
you?
I could bring them.
I don't know if I want to do cross-country skiing.
Okay, well, we can just downhill skiing.
Let's make it exciting. Counters everything you just said.
Like, I was like, yeah, we could spend the day in the woods and just...
No, I want to do that. I want to, like, go on winter hikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you? What's your winter narrative? Do you think did this book change how you view winter at all?
Yeah, I think it definitely did. I don't know. What is my wintering narrative? I definitely do think I love summer. Summer's my season. I love spring and fall. A little less. I love seasons.
Wait.
I guess I am that person that says I don't think I can move to California. Although I think I could.
Did you say you love fall less? We got to go back.
Here's my feeling. Here's my feeling about fall. I love fall. I want to say I love fall, but fall is really nice for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then it gets rainy and gloomy and muddy.
This sounds like winter to me.
Well, yeah, I don't think we get enough fall due to climate change. I feel as if fall has been taken from us. And, things aren't as vibrant, although maybe that's like because, I grew up in Michigan. So I'm like, the leaves aren't hitting the way they used to.
Oh. Or is fall in Michigan better?
I think so. I think it's great over there, but here it's also good, but it's not the same.
Fall scale. Indiana, Michigan.
Yeah, and I mourn the end of summer because I love I love a warm night.
Okay.
Like you go outside and it's dark and it's like, wow, I don't need a sweater. Like that is really great for me.
This is interesting. I feel like we're always aligned and on the same page.
I know, but I know this about us.
Yeah, we're not.
I know Lauren's a fall girly.
I'm a fall girly. I like summer. I don't love summer.
Yeah.
I know, that's like a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take.
You don't?
I think people love fall.
But do they like not love summer?
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I think people must love summer. Summer's a great season.
It's fine.
It's warm.
It's cool.
The days are longer, there's more daylight.
It's fine.
Well, this is where we disagree.
Yep.
So great podcast content right now.
Artie and Lauren's first
conflict.
How we work through it. Wintering.
Yeah, no, I could talk a lot of shit about fall.
Oh, wow. Let's not. Let's stay friends.
This is our last episode.
Happy 2024. We're breaking up.
Title of that.
Ooh, that's good.
We're breaking up. ...
Mm-hmm. Okay. I feel like I cut you off on what you were saying.
Yeah, well, winter, I don't know. I think, there's definitely a period of mourning because there's less daylight. All of the activities of summer, I think everybody's energy is super low and I feel more extroverted. And so that's hard for me because I'm like, I want to see friends and friends are like, I need to be depressed right now. And I'm like, okay, that I can respect that, but I will be sad about that.
Definitely. Do you think there's value? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, I think that's all I really had to say was that, but then there is in the past few years, I think a change, like, I don't know. I think the past few years out of school, that's also different. Like being in school is like stressful time, end of the year, studying exams. And so now we're out of that and it is, I don't know. It's different. I like it, but I miss summer. I'm sad about the warmth ending. What were you saying?
No, two things. I feel like that's a good point because now it's like during school you kind of had this break.
Yeah.
Right?
And like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Come on now.
Yeah.
Now. And now with work, it's like, it's winter. You do feel this like season. You feel sadness. You feel like we need this break, right? It's this time to like come in, retreat, and rejuvenate. But you don't really get that unless you obviously like take time off and have that luxury. But you don't really get that in the way you did with school. And it's kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what we were talking about this morning is like this idea of like kind of counter to wintering, how we live just as a society is like you have to just keep producing at the same rate that you always produce year round. And it's like, okay, but everyone's energy levels are so low. Like, how can we do this? And so it's like this, I guess, disparity between what's expected of us and what is internal to us.
Definitely. Winter just feels like you're on your last leg, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you should be done like end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, last leg of the race, but you kind of just have to keep going.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's very interesting. Didn't think of that.
Yeah, and it's like also, I don't know, I think it's like it depends on how you think of time. Like I think like a calendar year, like you get to the end of December and you're like, I'm done now. I'm throwing this year away. I'm getting ready for the next year. And so there's like lots of, I don't know, rebirth themes. We can get into that.
Let's get into that because that mirrors nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into that. I loved that aspect of the book.
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, there's like, one of the Catherine May, the author of Wintering, she writes a lot about like trees, animals, things that like hibernate and take time. And they're like, look, this is nature does this. We should try to do this too. And just trees lose their leaves and they prepare. And then, you know, for the best season, summer, they are able to bloom and be bright.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like nature is more than just like, look at them for winter. Like nature is truly the best teacher.
Yes.
There's this whole field of design, I think, called biomimicry. It's just like how, when we can build mirroring nature.
Yeah.
And some really amazing inventions have come from that.
Yeah,
and architecture, like beautiful things. And I think we should do that too. Like into the slow movement as well. We've talked about slow life, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, even trees are so grand, but they have been growing for years and years and years.
Yes.
And they're not like on some like fast kick, let's get all the nutrients we can in one day.
Right.
30-month nutrient, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like trees are just like, no, we've been at this for years. It's slow growth.
It's the long game.
It's the long game, and it's so sustainable. And just the way that like nature and ecosystems work are just like, they work so well, and they've been here for so long. And I don't know, I feel like we have so much to learn. Not just in the sense of like retreating and growth, which we do need to learn that too. That's wintering, but just like everything, like community wise, think about ecosystems. I don't know, we could have a whole topic on mirroring nature and nature being our teachers.
I have so much to say about all of this. I have two main things.
Do it. Say, I'm ready.
Well, the one thing is like, yes to seasons and like yes to mimicking nature. And I feel like we as a culture kind of ignore seasons. Like we need to like be we need to be resting more in the winter. Kind of like what I was saying, how we're expected to be like held at the same standard throughout the year, when in reality things are up and down for everybody, even outside of seasons. Just like you as a person will have off weeks. And so like lots to think about there. And then also about biomimicry, it's kind of like this idea of like actually trying to force nature at your hand and like seeing how that, like global warming, okay? And I was just talking about this with a friend about like sustainable farming and like how we grow so much. I don't know anything about this, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt.
I believe everything you say.
But like America specifically, we like grow all of this corn, or like palm trees. Like people grow so many palm trees, and then that actually destroys soil.
Wow.
And like the best way to grow things for like longevity of soil is growing multiple different types of crops in the same area. So if you've heard of like Three Sisters Garden, yeah, so like that is another thing that's like counter, I don't know, it's like counter to how we think, where everything is just like neat boxes, when in reality like things can be messy and complicated, but can produce better results that like are less harmful for a longer period of time.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
So much to that. Also, I'm like nodding like aggressively, and I'm trying not to be
it.
like, yeah.
Because
last time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, I'm saying too much. So I'm
I
like,
love the mms.
I'm validating you with my head moving.
I love the validation.
There you go. I know you love it, so that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to that, like slow growth, but in America or the Western way, it's just kind of like quick, ultra productivity.
Yes.
We're just trying to
how do we
hack
get the most
things
from the least?
Yeah, and nature's just so much more fruitful than just trying to squeeze everything out. And we've seen what squeezing everything out looks like, and it's obviously not yielded great results, but somehow we keep doing it instead of just like,
yeah, we're driven by profit.
That's another topic we won't be talking about.
Not on here.
Nope. YouTube shuts us down.
Yeah.
JK, yay, capitalism.
Promote us.
Algorithm.
Like and subscribe and share.
Yeah, keep buying. And speaking of keep buying, though, you had a good point about what, Black Friday and
oh yeah. Well, and I think like, so we feel depleted, but we can all like, but we're also kind of the part of the problem because we expect so much during this season, like Black Friday, you know, like everybody's trying to buy, save money, get deals, buy people Christmas gifts. Christmas gifts are another whole thing, because you have to get gifts for everybody. But do you have to? Should we? I don't know.
We need a solution for that one.
It's too much.
That's
it's like
so
everybody
stressful.
needs a gift. It's crazy. And you're spending, and then like, what does that mean for like everybody else? Like, what does that mean for the people that have to like package all of your packages and ship them? And
when you want 1 day delivery.
Yes, same day delivery. Yeah, which was just crazy. But anyway, I realized I am part of the problem.
Same.
Because I like was feeling really frustrated because I bought a gift for somebody, for Alex, at the beginning of the year, or no, at the beginning of December. And I was like, okay, surely it will come in time before Christmas, 25 days in advance.
Oof.
And it like got here at the end of the month, like days after Christmas, and I was feeling super annoyed about that. But then I'm like, I have been so depleted this past month, and like, why do I expect, you know, we shouldn't expect same day delivery, shouldn't be a thing, I don't think.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah,
Bezos.
Seriously. Why do we need things instantly?
Yeah. Wow.
But
this could deviate.
I mean, I need things instantly, but maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just kind of like the opposite of like what we're supposed to expect and how we're supposed to feel, but it can be really difficult. I don't know. That's what happens when you don't have community, is that you get really frustrated about shipping.
Ooh, say more about that. Wait.
I don't know. I think it's just like the focus on having things and like buying things, and we were talking about Stanley Cups earlier. Yeah. Like the Stanley Cup epidemic.
No, we go into it. Well, Stanley Cup
epidemic. This is a tangent, but like it's all kind of related.
Yeah, Arthi introduced me to, what is it, Water Talk?
Water Talk, yeah. I'm not even on TikTok, but I have seen Water Talk on Twitter.
I felt no need to get on TikTok, and for this reason alone, I've now solidified my decision to never get on TikTok.
Don't get on TikTok.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, no, it's...
For those of you who may not know, as I just learned an hour ago, Water Talk is where people use... Is it Stanley Cup specific?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Water Talk to really speak on it, but...
Let's pretend we do.
Okay, well, if I'm pretending we do, yeah. I think people just make recipes for quote-unquote water, It's not water.
I'm distressed because it's called water talk.
It's called water talk.
And they're calling it water recipes. When you said, I'm heated.
I'm heated
and
too.
This is after
I was mad. Yeah.
When you said water recipe, I'm thinking like, oh, coffee. So they're putting different sodium and calcium and glycinate.
Right. They're like mineralizing.
They're mineralizing water.
They're not.
No, my friends.
It's Fanta. It's Fanta.
People are taking water and they're putting like nerd powder packs and syrups. One girl like
and they're doing this with bottled water.
Yo.
So they're talking about sustainability and their Stanley cup, and then they're putting bottled water in the Stanley, and then like individually wrapped packets
distressed
of sugar.
Wait, the water stations though, which I gotta give it to them. It looks nice, but like, gee whiz. Okay, whoops, sorry. So what they do, they have these water stations where it looks like literally behind a Starbucks counter.
Yeah.
And they have like all
building
these syrups.
Starbucks at home.
Building Starbucks at home. It's a whole station.
Water.
They dedicated a station to this. And they'll bring their water and make a water recipe, which is just like pumps of syrup and powder packs. And I'm sad for the world. And they call it water. They're like, best water recipe
best
ever.
water ever. And then there's like different types of ice as well.
Get out of here.
Anyway, I just think that this is a problem about like this means lack of community. Okay, because if all of this energy is going into different, I don't know, maybe these are separate things, but to me, I feel like when we're focusing so much on like, I don't know, overconsumption, it's like also kind of like what you see online when people have like, when they show off their like skincare products and they have like backups on backups on backups of each product, and like it's like they have people that want like a store in their homes.
Wait, I haven't seen this.
I've seen this for like skincare, and like perfume is another thing. Like people, you only need a couple bottles of perfume. You don't need, you know, I think when people try to build the collection of like things to own, I'm not sure. I haven't thought through this idea completely, but I feel like I just think that materialism, which I also feel like I contribute to and am a part of.
Definitely.
Just points to like, we need to spend time with each other.
No, that's a good point.
You know?
I feel like wintering is similar. The concept of wintering is very similar to the like slow life movement.
Yeah.
And that's very in the sense of like, you only need what you need.
Yeah.
No buying in bulk. You know,
exactly.
Be around community.
Yeah.
It's just the essential. Like, when you told me about a friend who just for a season was like, you know, she would do her work. Obviously, we all have to work.
Yeah.
And then just cook meals and take each day at a time instead of like having everything just like pumped into your calendar.
Yeah.
Obviously, with community, right? Like, that's good to have that. That just seems like, right? It's like anti just consuming, and all the stuff is just like not bare minimum, but like obviously to sustain life.
Yeah.
But that is so fulfilling to just like only have what you need, and then sharing and being abundant with community.
Yeah.
That's wintering, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's like, what, like boiling down your life to the essentials. And so I mean, community is not just like hanging out with your friends. Like, and I do think that just kind of naturally goes down with winter. But I think it's like more about focusing on what's important to you, and maybe realizing that like you shouldn't find water like to bring it back to water. I'm just like really fascinated by how this is like seems to be okay. Like, why are people encouraging water talk?
I don't need this energy in 2024.
Yeah. Oh, collecting Stanley cups. That's another thing.
People collect them now?
Yeah, I think people collect them, and I think that people collect a lot of them.
I can't.
And the whole point of it is to have one, right? Like the whole point. Where
we're like going? That's why they're out of stock. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, and that's why they have a resale situation.
I can't.
Is this who we are? Okay.
America has a problem, said Beyonce.
And she's right.
She's
okay,
not wrong.
as usual.
Yeah, Queen Bee.
Yeah, I don't know. How did we get here?
I don't know.
I think I just really wanted to talk about that.
It was like consumerism. I know, it's like back to the notes.
Yeah, it's like consumerism, materialism, and like how we contribute to it.
We want too much.
But yeah, we want too much at a time, and we expect a lot out of other people and businesses and, you know, services.
Yeah, it's like anti what we need, right? Like wanting too much somehow.
Yeah.
But I guess pivoting.
Let's pivot.
Pivoting. How have you previously viewed winter? And maybe we touched on this a bit, but like how is that going to impact on how you view winter now, and even like a rough plan? I know we talked about like over planning. Let's not do that, but just how you want to see winter and how you want to experience this winter and how that has been countered from previous winters.
That's a good question. Yeah, I think we were talking about this earlier, but just like my word for this year is intuition. And I had 3 words. It's but I don't remember the other one.
Wait, think about your words. I will say.
Oh, I remember them. Oh, okay, but you go.
I was just gonna say, because before we forget about this, we went on a walk outside during the first snow, and it's so cold. And maybe this goes into how you want to view winter, but we just decided, let's embrace winter and go on a walk outside in the cold.
Yeah.
And you told me about your 3 words, which you're going to tell us now.
Yes. So my 3 words for this year are intuition, intention, and depth. So I don't know. That's how I want to live. And I think that's what, I mean, I was thinking about it in December as well. And I feel like this December is very different feelings wise, maybe radically different to my past Decembers. And I feel like I just like took a lot of the pressure off. I don't know. I think I'm a very like goal-oriented person, and I can be a little bit too much that way. And I'm not like, I don't know. I think it's good to have goals. I also think that it's important to interrogate what goals you set for yourself and why. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about working out because it's maybe easier. It's the easiest thing to talk about.
Draw the parallel.
Yeah. But I feel like this past year I've been getting really into weightlifting, or just like, and when I say weightlifting, the weights aren't heavy, okay? But I am lifting weights, which is new.
Any resistance is resistance.
Okay.
It's weight.
Great. And so I follow these programs online, and it's like a 6-week program or an 8-week program, and they were really great. I loved getting into like a new way of working out through these programs, and it was really exciting to just like follow it and like finish an 8-week or finish a 6-week, and like honestly did not see a lot of results.
No, call the programs out.
Yeah, but I did feel stronger. I'm just like looking in the mirror, I'm like, kind of look the same.
Damn.
But I did enjoy it.
Did it have any promises? Was it like 6-week body sculpt, or was it like 6 weeks and you'll look the same but you'll feel better?
I don't know.
Did they have that in the description?
I mean, the titles of like, it was just like, what is it? Legs get it was one of the, the titles. I was like, okay, I'm expecting a sculpted thigh. I don't have a sculpted thigh, unfortunately.
Refund.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But anyway, I think like what I wanted to do with that was like, okay, and then I did a Pilates video, and it was like 20 minutes long, and it ruined my week in terms of how sore I was. Like, I mean, in a good way.
Pilates?
Yeah.
What kind of Pilates was
like
this?
A YouTube video of Pilates.
I need the link.
I'll send you the link. You try it out. And it was because Pilates works smaller muscle groups that I hadn't worked. And like, I don't know, just I realized that some of my ties to structure and like goal setting and like rigidity, there's a loss of like variety and like listening to my body. So like me trying to get to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, great goal, and I benefited a lot from that. Again, no sculpted thighs, but I do think I saw some benefits, but I'm like, I want to be able to do Pilates. I want to be able to like do a lot of cardio and like keep my heart strong and like do different things. And I'm unable to do that if I'm like lifting at YMCA 4 or 5 days a week for like an hour. So I don't know. I think that's kind of the energy that I brought into December. And I was like, I want flexibility. I want to be able to, like, I went hiking in Big Bend for a few days. And so,
oh my gosh, I didn't even ask about this earlier. I'm the worst friend.
It was we had a lot to talk about because it's been a while.
It's been a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll talk about Big Bend.
Yeah, well, it was amazing. I went with my dad and his friend and hiking group leader and her daughter, and it was a great time. I did get a lot of blisters on my feet because I didn't bring the right hiking shoes.
Oh no.
But it was kind of like a last minute trip, and I feel like normally I don't like, and I still don't like when like things throw a wrench in plans. But I'm trying to be like more fluid, and yeah, I'm glad I went. I saw shooting stars, saw asteroids. Or
sorry,
meteors.
You said I saw shooting. I was like, what?
Drink more of first snow.
I'm too chill. I'm like hanging on everywhere. And you're like, I saw shooting. Surprisingly chill.
We're like cracking up.
No, I was literally hanging on to every word and like, why are you reacting to this? Okay, a shooting star. That is beautiful.
Yeah, I saw like multiple because there was a meteor shower going on at that time. Yeah, so, and the sky, it's like kind of a dark sky park as well, so there's no lights, it's in the middle of nowhere. And it was just great to be around nature. But you know, I wouldn't have been able to do that had I been like, no, I'm firm on plans and I have to do this, this, and this, or I have to get to the gym 4 days a week. Like, I just want to embrace more flexibility. And, you know, we were talking about this too, but like self-trust, like trusting that I do know what's best for my body and life. And I don't need to follow somebody else's plan to feel like I'm doing the right things.
Wow. It's like, only take what you need.
Take what you need.
Yeah.
Leave the rest.
Yeah, leave the rest. Me thinking that was an original concept. Take what you need.
It sounded original.
No, but think about it. It's kind of earlier about what we said about overconsumption. It's like, right, like back to nature. The trees aren't just like sucking up every single nutrient from the ground because they can and because they have access to it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know too much about nature like that.
No, it feels like they wouldn't. It feels like they're taking what they need.
They take what they, thank you.
Yeah.
They take what they need, you know, the rest for the community. And it is kind of spontaneous, right? It's not, I had a similar kind of realization with working out. You know, just wanted to pack. I wanted to do it all, like resistance training. I was working out like at least 2 hours a day and just like every single day with minimal rest days just because like, oh, it's so good for me, you know. And I'd wake up and I'd feel like trash and be like, no, I still gotta keep going because it's, you know, it's exactly this program or whatever. And as much as I do love working out, I think that is different than doing it because it's good for you versus like, you know, this challenge or you have to stick to the system and be tough and you know, prove that you can do it and have grit. And dialing that back even this winter, and just like making the workout more aligned to how I feel this winter. And this winter is like, it's less resistance training. It's like, it's called rucking. Rucking. So you put weights on your back. Yeah. And you walk around. Yeah. And that's very aligned towards winter. And it's just fun because it is resistance training as well. Yeah. You have weights, but it's not as like this hardcore, like, you know, hours of calisthenics or whatever. Yeah. But that and like climbing more and it's also more aligned to hobbies too.
Yes. Like having fun, like incorporating joy into your routines.
Yeah, you're not just like muscling through it. It's like this gift that gives in the winter, because you should move your body in the winter, right? Yeah. Maybe you don't have to do it as much as the summer, but it's definitely more aligned to like slow enjoyment, like, right? Like, and yeah, it's so funny that we both have that as well. Yeah. But I mean, we are the same person.
We are the same person.
Besides the seasons, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. Like it's slow, but you're also checking with your body, right? Like, should I be doing this, or what would be most fulfilling in the winter, especially when I would say like you're in a vulnerable state. The winter is very vulnerable. Like, I think that's a similar message of how I want to approach this winter is open vulnerability and just not packing in so much because I feel like I have to do it all.
Yeah.
And it's focusing on, you know, what can sustain me this winter, and right, be open, spontaneous to different plans and friends, whatever, but we're not trying to overdo it. We're trying to like have quiet time, lean in, listen to the body, mind body connection, right?
Huge.
Fuel the body, right, in a way that's fulfilling, and prepare for what's to come, but also be like very present in the moment. You know, not just being like, oh, I can't wait till it's what's the next season, spring. Yeah, I can't wait till spring, right? It's just like enjoy, like try to enjoy the winter as much as you can for like the good that winter brings, because there is a lot that winter can bring that summer couldn't provide.
Yeah, totally.
Summer sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Summer doesn't suck. Summer's cool. I like summer.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like what I was saying before about like feeling sad that I can't hang out with people at the same rate that I can, or there's like less enthusiasm for social stuff. Like, it's kind of pushed me to like get more into like creative stuff and like try to like write or draw. I haven't drawn. I don't know why I said draw. I draw on my iPad a little.
Procreate?
Like, Procreate.
Nice.
So like kind of getting more into like solo creative outlets. Piano.
I noticed.
Yes.
There's a piano over here.
Yeah, this was my Christmas gift.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good gift.
I came in here and I was like, was that there before? I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I love it.
I can play 2 songs. I can play The Scientist by Coldplay,
really?
And I can play Let the Light In by Lana Del Rey.
I don't know that one.
It's a banger.
Okay. From the Blue Jeans album?
No, it's from Did You Know There's an Ocean Under Tunnel Boulevard?
Oh, okay.
Or Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard.
I know this one.
Yeah. It's a great album.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted to listen to the album.
Yeah. And so it's like Guitar Hero. Like, I'm just like memorizing the notes. So it's not like reading sheet music or anything, but it has been very fun.
Are you going off of YouTube, or is there like a...
Yeah, just YouTube.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get more into music as well.
Yeah.
Like during this winter.
You should.
Okay, maybe.
We'll
see.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. We'll feel it out.
Yeah.
Wait for the moment to
Listen
strike.
to my body.
Yeah.
No, we don't wait for
we don't wait for the moment to strike. Okay,
but that's interesting.
That is because and it's also so funny because I feel like our last episode was so like optimize. We love to optimize, and we love like type 3.
But that's our personality.
But that is our personality, and so it's like it is just it's full of the self is full of contradiction. Okay, and I feel like just like with seasons, there's like cycling through like different personal philosophies, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're in tune.
We're in tune.
We're on the same wavelength, philosophy wise.
Yeah. No, it's kind of just like take a day as it goes. Don't try and squash everything into the day.
Yeah.
Know that this is your time to, you know, be relaxed. You're in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
And if maybe inspiration strikes, maybe it doesn't, but just check in with yourself, I guess, is the biggest lesson, right?
Yeah, exactly. Do we talk about waiting for things to strike, like waiting for energy to strike, or?
Yeah, I mean, we had this conversation earlier about I mean, we're the same person again, right? Like, we understand, not that it's a fact. It's kind of a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. That you only have like a set amount of willpower. And like, if you really want to do something, you can't just wait for inspiration to strike, because it won't always. And there's like the 1 minute rule, or I think Mel Robbins has like count to 5 seconds and just jolt yourself to do it. Yeah. Because once you do that, that's when the moment hits. Like, when you do that for 1 minute, you just like, you don't stop, and then you kind of get into that state versus like waiting for that to happen, because there's never going to be the perfect moment to do something.
It's an interesting, it's like, it counteracts what we were saying in some ways, because it is like, listen to your body and take rest, and like, don't push yourself too hard. But I think we are people that are like, if I said that I was going to be here and do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be there. So I think it's a balance.
It's a balance, because maybe it's like, we don't do that as much. Maybe it's like, our calendar isn't just like time blocked to the core. Maybe it's just open spaces, and you say, hey, I haven't created in a while. Why don't I do that, rather than like, on Saturday at 11 a.m. I must create. I must do this, right? It's like, and then if you go one Saturday and you don't feel like it, and you're like, I just want to sit on the couch all day, do that.
And I think that like, I think it goes back to like intuition and trust. It's like, you are the person that knows, and you should trust yourself about like, am I not doing something because I'm like being lazy, or am I not doing something because my body genuinely needs to not do that thing and do something else? And so it's like trusting in who you are, and figuring out what saying no means, and knowing that like, it's okay to do that if you feel like that is what you need to do.
I would also go to say that I would imagine, I don't know, let me know what you think, a lot of people probably aren't lazy. I think like, especially in the Western world, like, we think having a Saturday where we do nothing, or
we're
like
burnt
veg
out.
We're so burnt out. So it's like, you probably aren't being lazy. You probably just needed to do nothing for like, not just a day, and that's okay. I think like, again, society tells us is like, squeeze productivity out of every moment, and it's like, winter is that time to just not like, I don't know. I think we need to rest more. That's what winter helps you do that, because it's not like, you feel bad canceling a plan in the summer a lot of times, but in the winter, I think it's like completely normal. I think everyone is like, well, this is me, I'm looking at it through my lens, but I think like, more people are apt to be okay if you cancel winter plans versus summer plans, except Arthi. Never cancel plans on Arthi.
No, I think that's fair, and I've canceled plans.
Okay.
It hurts. Okay, I want to spend time with people,
but sometimes you just
sometimes you
not
can't.
In the mood.
Yeah. No, I've been feeling that, especially now, because I feel like somehow the calendar is filling up, and I don't know how it's happened, and I'm like, I need, now that I like have, these things that I want to do that it's just me, like playing piano or writing, I like need to carve out a lot of time, and somehow it does, like, I need to block it. I need to block the calendar and say no to stuff, but
have boundaries with your time. That's a big one.
Yeah. Huge. Wait, okay. New Year's resolutions.
Ew.
Yeah.
No,
I want to know about your feelings about them.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're not doing
I mean,
this.
we're anti.
We didn't talk about this. No.
Well, I think it's part of wintering. I think for me in the past, like, I've been like, huge New Year's resolutions. Oh, yeah. Like, these are the things that I want to change. And now I'm like, it's another day. It's another week.
Get through the next day is the winter resolution. No, I think winter resolutions can be really good for a lot of people. I also just think winter resolutions make it seem like you have some control over what's going to happen. And I think what I have learned the most, especially with COVID, is like, we don't know anything, right? Yeah. Like, I think you could come in, what I would like to call them is like winter intentions, right?
Yeah.
Like how you want to be in the world, and that is definitely dynamic, versus like I know exactly what's going to happen, and you know, this is what I want to do. Again, like this is hard because we're goal people, and I'm definitely like a goal person, but I think I've just come to the conclusion that we have no idea what's going to happen, right? Like I could walk outside and break my leg, and my resolution was to like, you know,
run
my Mount Olympic, and that's done. And then I'm disappointed with myself. So I don't know. I think they're good. Some people really like them. I used to love them, but I think I would just like to come in with like more so behavior intentions, versus like, obviously I have some goals, right? I want to go outdoor bouldering, climbing trip. I want to, I don't know. That's the only one I got so far.
That's a great one.
I think so. But I think more than anything, it's just like, what are the habits that I want to develop? And I don't think that has to be associated with the year, but I did go into thinking like, okay, I would like to do breath work every day, journal every day. And I'm not going to be like, so, you know, if you don't do it one day, that's okay. But these are things I would like to pick up, I guess.
Yeah.
Now that I'm being intentional.
Slow changes.
Slow
growth.
Yeah. But these are habits that will point me to my true north of like how I want to be as a person and like be in this world. But knowing that I can't control the outside world, but I can control like what's inside.
Yeah. I love that. What a great perspective on New Year's resolutions. Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, well, I do have New Year's resolutions, but again, they're loose. They're like they're New Year's intentions.
There we go. Yeah, just change the word.
Just change the word. No, but yeah, I mean, it's like I don't have like a set number of things that I want to do or feel like I have to get done. But my one main one, if I had to think about it, was like just doing the artist's way.
Yeah.
So I really want to like just write more for me and like try to get better at that craft, and just kind of like lean more into creative stuff, because I feel, I don't know, I just my life feels better if I'm like not doing just work and then like unwinding, like just output of some kind.
It's like expressing yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think part of Artist's Way is like you read a chapter every week and then you do morning pages. So you wake up in the morning and you journal, and then you take yourself out on a date once a week. So
that's fun. Yeah, I'd like to adopt that.
It's super nice. I went to
what was your personal date?
Yeah, last week I went to Dream Palace Books, and which is like I think it's new.
Is that on 16th? Lowell's where we live. Fine.
I think so. I don't know. I just put it into Google Maps and yes, I think so. Yeah.
Your mic picked it up. Are the coordinates -256 by 4?
-27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. I know exactly the place.
I just went to a coffee shop bookstore. And like
good date.
Yeah, and like bought a zine. Like, you know, I just had fun and like hung out there for like 2 hours.
I love this.
It was great. And so I have to think about, because I have time on Sunday, so that's my artist date for the week. And I was like, maybe I'll take myself out to lunch.
Oh yeah,
out to dinner, see a movie.
You can get behind this.
Yeah. So I've really been liking that. But then again, I'm like, if there's a week that's super hard, I'm gonna be like, that's okay that I don't, you know, that I don't follow through. Or if I don't journal every day. There was a day today I didn't journal because I was like, I want to think about gin and topics stuff, and then a friend called and I was like, I want to just do this instead. And I don't know, because I think the part that's hard about New Year's resolutions is like feeling bad if you don't do it. And I'm like, I'm too old to feel bad.
I'm too old to feel
bad about, you know, like I don't know. I think we know what's best for us, and it's like I'm not making huge sweeping promises to myself anymore, unless it's super, super important to me. And so like, it's just about like figuring out what's important and not overwhelming. I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, I used to be a person that I was like, okay, like looking at different areas of my life and seeing what lacked and being like, okay, on Monday or January 1st or like whenever, I am a new person. And I was actually at a party recently, and someone was there, and she was talking about how like, what was she saying? Like kind of thinking about who you are first, versus like who do I want to be, in terms of like adopting new habits. And it's just like, okay, who am I? Does this work with who I am right now? Versus are we trying to project a different version of ourself that we want to live? And so it kind of goes back to like self-trust, self-love, like self-understanding. So yeah, that's my perspective on
that's yeah there was a lot to that. That's really, yeah, I feel like a couple things, it just seems like you have all the tools you need inside. Yeah. And then another piece to that is when you said we can, like, setting these goals, we can be really hard on ourselves. I think it's like, yeah, there's something to that where you break a promise to yourself. Like, there's so much biologically that happens, or whatever in the brain that happens, and that's so true, and you don't want to continue to like break promises with yourself. So it's like,
being more, you lose trust in like yourself, and I don't know. You definitely don't want to lose trust with yourself, because again, you have everything that you need inside, and mind body connection, as we were saying. Totally.
Good points. Stay true to you. Live, laugh, love.
You're perfect just how you are.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you went with live, laugh, love, okay?
But it was like so cliche. It was live, laugh, love means nothing though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I would say that, no, you're right. Yeah, it's lost all sense of meaning. Yeah. I think I was trying to follow that.
It's an alliteration. It's like there's no action.
Yeah.
I guess it's live, laugh, love. But
live,
it's like,
laugh,
okay.
Love. Whatever. Okay. All right. Well.
No, I'm kidding. You're perfect the way you are.
We're breaking up. The audio
on this note. No. This is and with that, I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're chill.
We've just been chatting.
Yeah, I think that's like, this is good to leave off.
Yeah, right? I think so.
Before we tank.
I'm like looking at our outline.
Yeah.
I think we've got through all of it.
I think we did too. Maybe we leave, like, what do we want the audience to reflect upon? Okay.
Well, what do we want the audience to reflect upon, Lauren? Take it away.
Oh, no. Well, with that, wintering. I don't know. I would love the audience to, I don't know, comment in the chat, whatever. If you know us, which it's mostly people we know. Like, let's talk about it.
It's all
like,
people we know.
It's all people we know. Me being like, our followers.
If you don't know us personally, like, email
reach
us.
Out.
Like, I want to know who you are.
Please.
Yeah.
We'll shout you out. Yes. Whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. We'll keep it anonymous.
We'll shoot in your house next week. No, I mean, I want to know what people like. Are there people out there who love winter? I think there are. I think I know people who love winter. And I guess just hearing any of this like change the perspective on how you feel about winter. And even if you don't love winter, I'd love to hear about how you previously viewed winter, how you want to go into this winter. Do you ever think like, hey, how I feel about winter isn't how I should feel? I don't know. I just would love to know, what new things would you like to bring about this season? What do you think this season is for? Yeah. Do you like the seasons?
Yeah. Are you overwhelmed?
We have so many questions for you.
Yeah. Lauren does.
Arthi, do you have... Arthi doesn't have questions for you.
Racking my brain. No, that all sounds great. I would love to write a poem, just link us to your favorite songs.
Wait, what?
about winter.
This L-theanine is
Lauren,
strong.
you asked every question.
Do you want them to write a poem, or you want to write them a poem?
I want them to write a haiku.
Okay,
about
and then
winter,
a song?
and then write a song.
All right, I guess I asked all the questions, so Arthur now just wants you to write a haiku
Make some
about
art
winter.
for us.
Wait, that's okay. This is good. Yeah. Either tell us how you feel about winter, or like do some winter art.
Yeah. Do winter activity.
Winter,
take a walk.
Life is short.
Life
do
is
winter.
short.
Do winter.
Do winter.
If we could leave you with one thing, it's do winter.
Do winter, whatever that means to you, and that can mean just resting.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching and listening, Gin and Topics. We will see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.